thus I'm not going through them. The play ends in very unsettling manner. All of a sudden, this very sad tone throughout the play changes into something which is very happy tone. And my argument is that Rushdi intentionally closed by these lines because he's drawing attention to the fact that something is wrong. The highly controversial last words of the shadow is narrated performing, or what could be equivalent to an epilogue, raise questions rather than offer a resolution. In a lecture like Man Said addresses the audience, though he seems to be applauding the 1960s contemporary age of freedom. I really question this. Against past and ages of the American age, the problematic Deus ex machina device raises and stimulates questions of the freedom among the audience, since implicit messages to the article flout such a conclusion by suggesting the exact complement. It sounds like an ironic commentary which stimulates audience's intellectual involvement rather than a satisfactory conclusion. Then, again, one of the new things which Rushdi did is he, in Our Horse, which is a very popular form of entertainment in Egyptian society, he's not there only for entertainment, but he is there to poke fun at people and to uncover hypocrisies, if you wish. The character who acts the role of Our Horse is actually one of the commoners who always lashes at people. But he has to disguise himself, once as a beggar, once as a shade. So he has to disguise himself in order to be able to convey this social and another scene which is highly important is that in the judge who closes down the Court of Justice, simply because there's no need for the Court of Justice because there's no justice at all. محكمة للبيع والبيع محكمة نظيفة ظريفة لها شر من الخلق الإنساني. This is a Court of Justice which nobody has used for the whole month. الدنيا زي البحر موجة ولا موجة، تفتكر إن كل موجة بتجري زي ما تشتري؟ غلطان. I think through these, he's not philosophizing, he's actually saying more than if you think that you have full authority, then you are terribly mistaken or terribly deceived. I move to McGuinness because he is one of the most important contemporary Irish critics, dramatists. And my contention is that, my point is that McGuinness is known, I'm not making a new discovery, he's known for his rich interweaving of mosaics of texts and intertext. This is his fame, okay? But what I'm trying to say is that he used these intertexts taken from high and popular culture to express a state of discontent at the colonial presence. I'm sure you know that Northern Ireland, which is his home land actually, not the Republic of Ireland, has been under British colonization for the last 400 years. It's for some post-colonial writers, they critics, they call it the only white British colony, which so he uses in the text in Carthaginians. Carthage had an ancient civilization and it was destroyed by the Phoenicians or the Lebanese, modern Lebanese. And McGuinness can see the analogy between the two civilizations. And he you may think as Carthaginians, but we are not. And this is the link between both of them. Hypertext and Carthaginian are both verbal and non-verbal, invoke for life and popular culture. The whole action of the play takes place at a graveyard, metaphor of Northern Ireland's bleak conditions during and after the turbulent 1970s, in which the Northern Irish people called for civil rights of the Northern Irish people, which ushered an anti-colonial strife, later culminating in the Northern Ireland peace process, which is called the Anglo, and culminating in the Anglo-Irish Peace Treaty. The characters who gathered in the graveyard to witness the rising of the dead. They differ among themselves. Some are royalists, believing that Britain is going to remain there forever and colonial presence will never be resisted. Others strongly challenge this idea. So, coming to what's new about the play? The play starts and ends with music. The first lines in the play, even before the play actually starts, we have Poussin's opera called Aeneas and Dido. And this actually enhances the analogy between Dido is the queen of Carthage, Tunis. It had an ancient civilization by the way, and it was destroyed. And this enhances the fears for McGuinness is that Northern Ireland could possibly meeting the same fate. Okay? So we have this enhancement of the fears of extinction of Northern Ireland under colonial presence. But I'm going to take the very last lines in the play, which are very moving actually. I'm pointing to this. Dido, we have another Dido in the play who is homosexual, and it has no sexual connotations. It means the unification of South and North. This is what it's a metaphor of having both together. This sort of androgynous figure who combines both South and North. Dido, who is the androgynous, let me call it androgynous rather than homosexual, bidding farewell to Derry, yet upholding it when he says, how's Derry surviving? Carthage, in my language, Northern Ireland, has not been destroyed, and Dido as the music of the hard plays. Okay, so the difference between Poussin's sad tune at the outset, which presents fears of death and extinction, and the soft music of the guitar with accompanying words asserting the resistance of death to death, carries promises of survival and resurrection. We talk about the rising of the dead throughout the play. One of the main figures, one of the main characters in the play, when he wants to express his feelings of estrangement and alienation in his own homeland, again, he is making use of another intertext. The reference to the Aeneid by Virgil. Who wrote the Aeneid? Notice that all the action takes place in the graveyard, and they are waiting for the dead to rise. This is the resurrection of Northern Ireland, making hope for shedding of this colonial presence. Who wrote the Aeneid? Virgil. Who did Virgil die for the city of Hend? That's a tough one, boys. By the way, the whole play is based on quizzes. And through quizzes, it's an assertion of the Northern Irish identity rather than asking quizzes for the fun of it. Who guide you through the city of Hend, do not guide yourself through Delhi, it's going forward to. So this feeling of estrangement inside this homeland it's through remembering Virgil's idea, how foreign him to work in it, teach it, be told together, yet live in it, where you be born in it. So, so the reference to Carthage, the civilization of Carthage and Carthaginians, by Carthaginians, frankly, simply means the northern Irish. But whereas the Carthaginians' civilization was destroyed, the northern Irish, through Frank McGuinness and other playwrights, they resist such destruction. There's another character, another woman, who feels lost in her own homeland, and she has to go to Amsterdam, which is very notorious for drugs and prostitution. Sorry to use these words, but this is how she gets lost in exile. And again, she refers to songs. She never says, I'm lost. But in the book of Amsterdam, which is one of the songs that she keeps referring to, I'm talking about how does the dramatist avoid being explicit, but he's shown camouflaging his intentions. And of course, Hopo Christian Shiny, then it's an Irish one. Because part of the feelings of the Irish, at least in the last 20 years or so, was that everything, for example, Lawrence Stern was not English, it was Irish. Ghada was written by an Irishman, Jonathan Swift, but it came under the umbrella of English literature. So this was a form of cultural invasion, cultural colonization. One of the interesting quotes in the play, one of the main characters says, I would like to see the pyramids. I'm building a pyramid, but I'm no slave. Well, this is his conception of building a pyramid. I'm Carthaginian. This earth is mine. But at one point he expresses this sense of escapism, but at the same time you can see the analogy, and by seeing the analogy he's going to resist the causes of such that led to the death of the Carthaginians. This earth is mine, not Nicholas, not Rose, mine. It's a journey, if you wish, although it's the same location, the same characters, nothing changes, but the characters change. Yes. This is very entertaining. Okay. McGuinness makes use of the very famous Flintstones, which we are all familiar with. He manipulates the famous Flintstones song at the opening of Act 3, which is an implicit yet remarkable statement on the state of the Stone Age man Flintstone and his analogous character in modern times in Northern Ireland. While Paul constructs his pyramid and Maela knits hard, by the way, is a lawyerist and is pro-Britain. He's saying we are living in the Stone Age. By remembering the Flintstones, it's not for entertainment again, it's to make a statement. It is implicit, yet the Flintstones, they are a modern stage-age family. From the time of Bedrock, they are a page right of history. A page right of history seems to be, this is how at least those Northern Irish people resist the idea of colonization, fight back. They think that if you don't fight back, you will be a page out of history. So there is a yearning for a united Ireland with its two parts, south and north, which is again expressed through a song and a reference to Martin Luther's very famous speech, I Have a Dream. Because the 1970s in Northern Ireland started with the indigenous Irish calling for civil rights, and which reminds the characters of the civil rights movement in America, and that's why he resorts to using this, I have a dream. We shall overcome someday. This is again a song which is very well known. It's a song of resistance. They did not invent it, but they are just recording it to strengthen themselves to achieve this. Someday, and it affects an American accent. Brothers and sisters, so I'm imitating Martin Luther in his famous speech. I have a dream. What is your dream, brother? That someday we shall be one. One people, one nation, one country. This is my conclusion. The argument is being that Rushdi and Suffolk express their discontent with the status quo, whether this is colonial Ireland, Northern Ireland, I should say, or social political Rushdi's case, which leads to revolution and change through the reverting or recycling wish of all the American occupiers, fabricated and reformulating them to serve political and social purposes in Rushdi's Behold, and the rich method of intertext in McGuinness' play as seditious re-evaluation and rejection of colonial